Hello and welcome back to Life as Art. It has been a while, but I am happy to announce that my search for an electric vehicle, the perfect electric vehicle for me, has come to an unexpectedly rapid end.
What are you doing, Daddy?
Oh, you mean on here?
Yes.
Should I tell her?
Sure.
I'm buying this on my phone. Are you okay? Are you gonna cry? Talk about it in this video, but what does that mean for this behemoth here? Well, time to say goodbye to this Pathfinder. I'm a happy guy. Can you guess which vehicle I chose? Well, I'll give you a few clues. Aha! Yes, this Pathfinder chapter of our lives is over and it's time to move on. So what did I pick? Well, here are a few clues. Oh, sorry, AC's up a little too high. Clue number 1. It is as fast as a BMW 330i xDrive, but it doesn't have all-wheel drive. It's also the slowest vehicle that this manufacturer makes. Clue number 2. There is a long wait list to get this vehicle. Clue number 3. It has white interior. Are you zeroing in on it? Clue number 4. 4. I placed the order using only my phone. And I started it while I was sitting on the toilet. Then I continued and finished up the order walking through my living room. Then I drove my family to a restaurant, sat in a shady spot on the patio, placed our order, and sipped a Dos Equis while I finalized the financing. Sound like your typical dealer transaction? So by now you've probably figured out that Ford was not involved. Neither could have been Nissan or Hyundai. So yes, you've probably figured out that it was a Tesla Model 3 standard range plus-ish. So I'm getting mine in just a couple of weeks. But the waiting list for these vehicles is several months long. It's still August, and there are people with January delivery dates. So how am I cutting in line and getting this before everybody else? Well, some of you internet sleuths, YouTube devotees, you already know. But for everybody else, here's how I'm doing it. But wait, wasn't I shopping for a Model Y? Yes, I was shopping for a Model Y. Don't forget to click like and subscribe and ring that notification bell, because I've got a video coming that explains how I arrived at this decision to buy the Standard Range Plus Model 3 instead of the Model Y that I was originally shopping for. It involves a rental car in Hawaii. I'll just leave it at that. More on that to come. Okay, so how did I cut in line and get a delivery date for a Tesla Model 3 Standard Range Plus within just a few weeks, actually just a couple weeks, of placing the order, which I did yesterday? Well, I had this behemoth right here in for scheduled maintenance, and I was doing my usual thing, watching YouTube videos. In fact, I was watching a Bit da Vinci video on iron air batteries, which I recommend, link below. And then I saw that Ryan Shaw had a video claiming that you could get a Model 3 delivered within a week or two. And I was shocked. I mean, I've been watching them and the deliveries have been, months out. What changed overnight? I had to know, of course. I mean, if Tesla suddenly had all these Model 3s available to deliver, why weren't they just delivering them to people who had reservations already and then bumping up all of people's delivery times? Ryan Shaw's video said that people were being given the option to change their battery packs to a shorter range battery pack and take delivery sooner. Well, that didn't sound great to me. I mean, the Standard Range Plus is already the shortest range Tesla that is available. So less battery, that doesn't sound good. Who would go for this? But then in his video, Ryan pointed out that these are batteries, LFP batteries, that Mr. Elon Musk himself has claimed may have some advantages over the standard batteries. First of all, these batteries have a 253-mile EPA rated range, and the standard battery on the Standard Range Plus is 263 miles, so it's a 10-mile difference. However, there is an advantage here, which is that the new battery packs, the LFP battery packs, they don't mind, it's a different battery chemistry, and they don't mind being charged up to 100%. Now, Tesla's guidance has always been not to charge your electric vehicle above 80 or 90% because it leads to battery degradation over its life, and that's due to the battery chemistry. I won't go into detail on that here. There's plenty of resources available on that. These 253-mile battery packs are already being sold on Teslas elsewhere in the world. Where else in the world? Well, the Shanghai plant makes and sells Model 3s in China, and I believe exports them as well to other parts of the world. So this is a battery chemistry that Tesla already has proven vehicles on the road in other parts of the world, and they're now making it available here in the United States. And the way they were doing that is by posting vehicles to their available inventory for purchase. Now, these are pre-configured vehicles. So you look at it, it's a new vehicle, 0 miles on the odometer, but you can't pick color for the exterior, color for the interior, and which wheels you want. You just have to see if there's one that's posted that matches a configuration that you might like and jump on it. Well, 90% of 263 is about 237. So that means that the usable battery range on a daily basis is about 237 miles under ideal conditions for the Standard Range Model 3. But it's 253 miles for the LFP battery pack because it doesn't mind being charged to 100%. So that means that these new battery packs, even though they have slightly less EPA range, they might have actually more functional everyday range. And on a road trip, 253 miles versus 263 miles, and whatever that translates to in actual available mileage, it's very negligible considering the Tesla supercharger network. So, in essence, these seem to be equivalent vehicles, possibly with longer life battery packs, and they're available right away. So even though this wasn't being publicized to anybody except existing Tesla reservation holders, thanks to the internet and YouTubers like Ryan Shaw, and I also saw that Bearded Tesla guy posted something on this, probably a bunch of others by now, including me. Hey, you can get on the Tesla website and watch it like I did and see if they post a vehicle configuration that you like. Place your order. By the way, the order fee has gone up to $250, non-refundable. But if you're placing an order, who cares? That just goes toward your purchase. So yeah, you can jump on the website, place an order like I did, while you're going about your daily business with your family without having to go to a dealership or anything. You can even put all of your trade information in there. You put in a picture of your odometer, your VIN number, and if you still have any money, any payments that you're making to a financial institution, then you put in the name of the financial institution and the account number. And bam, they start valuing your trade. And then the approval process for financing was so easy. I started it when we got seated at the restaurant, and I had been approved for financing and had my loan payment and down payment terms and everything before the food even arrived. This is progress. I mean, electrification, great, but that kind of vehicle purchase experience, I mean, it was relaxing. When was the last time you bought a vehicle and can say that the process was relaxing? I certainly never have before, but it wasn't a totally hiccup-free process. I will have to say that. So originally, I wanted a vehicle with white interior. And I've heard that Tesla's having some kind of supply chain issue with their white interiors. So, of course, almost all of the inventory cars, I say almost all, at first I thought it was all of the inventory cars that I was seeing at first had black interior. And I was like, oh well, I'm going to have to settle for black interior. And I was in the process of picking one. And then I thought, come on, man, I really want white interior. And I backed out of the ordering process and I went back to check the inventory again. And it was empty. The inventory page was wiped out. And I thought, oh no, I missed my shot. You snooze, you lose. And I went into the kitchen and I told my wife, oh man, I think I missed my chance. I'm going to have to just place an order and wait till January. And she said, well, maybe check again in a little bit. What do you know? She was right. I checked again in about 5 minutes and there was a whole new batch. I scrolled through and I saw a gray one with white interior. And even though it had the $1,500 19-inch wheels that I don't particularly want, that's exactly the color combination that I wanted. The gray exterior with the white interior. So I bought it. Now, the real question, in a couple of weeks, I'm going to have a Tesla here in my driveway, and I'm going to be driving one. What accessories do I need? Right? That's the first thing we do when we buy electronics. Accessorize. So, what do you think? What should be the first accessories that I buy for my new Tesla Model 3 Standard Range Plus-ish? Go ahead and leave me a comment. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more information on how I made this choice. And I'm also working on a video about solar because I just had solar installed on my house and I had solar on my previous house. So I've got some insight for people who would like to get solar and maybe they don't have incentives or rebates from their utility, like I don't. So stay tuned for that as well. Thanks again. Please like and subscribe and have a great weekend. Or hey, I don't know when you're watching this. Have a great day. See you on the next one. Y'all come back now, you hear?